Hello, everybody. Welcome back into the Telegram Basketball Insiders. I'm Josh Wolfish, joined by my colleague Foster Lander. We do apologize for the 2-week hiatus. Just some unfortunate timing on all of our parts. But like I said, we're back, and we're here to talk the Big East Conference Tournament. Foster, we'll start with the guys. Southern Nash, they weren't 100% sure whether or not they'd be the 1 seed. We had the draw. They drew the number 1 seed, and at the end of the day, they proved they were the best team in the Big East.
They did, and it was kind of deja vu with them playing Rocky Mount High a couple weeks ago, February 9th, 10 days ago, that they were up 8 at Rocky Mount entering the fourth quarter, and Rocky Mount outscored them 25-9 in the fourth quarter. Then it's the same thing tonight. They led by 8 entering the fourth. Rocky Mount scores the first 7 points of the fourth quarter, and it's like, oh no, not again. Here we go. But Southern Nash, they had a lot of their fans there making noise and making it kind of like a home game at Fike. Marquise Wright, Chris Lucas, Damian Bryant, some big free throws down the stretch. Manuel Sproul, really cold tonight after 27 in that last meeting, only had 7, only made 1 3. So really good defensive performance down the stretch and doing just enough to get the first conference title back to Bailey in 18 years.
Yeah, you talk about Marquise Wright, and the one of the things that I noticed from that game was he left the game with his 4th foul late in the third quarter. Southern Nash was up by 11. So then Rocky Mount traps Spencer Ramsey hits the 3, and they score the first 7 points in the fourth quarter before they brought back in Marquise Wright. Is there a way to, describe how important Wright is to the success Southern Nash has had this season?
Well, he's so dangerous because he can handle the ball really well. He's a pretty good-sized kid, but he handles the ball well. He's a senior, so he's experienced, and he's calm in those big situations. He's kind of found a knack, especially the last few games, of making some big shots for them when they really needed to. Hit a go-ahead shot Thursday night. So he's just one of those guys that it's hard to really put a finger on everything that he does because it's so much, but he's just such a big, kind of a major presence for them when he's on the floor.
Definitely, and you look at the Griffons, I think you and I would have been surprised if 2 weeks ago we were sitting here saying, oh yeah, Rocky Mount High, tied for the Big East title. They lost in the conference tournament championship game. Yeah, that all makes sense. But hey, they're going to the playoffs, and like I said, if we would have said that a couple of weeks ago, I think a couple of people would have given us some dirty looks there. Speaking of the Griffons, what a win for the girls tonight over Northern Nash. Just simply dominating the Knights. Jalea Williams got into some foul trouble for Northern Nash, similar to Marquise Wright for Southern Nash. And unlike Wright, who was able to kind of rally the Firebirds there, Jalea Williams could not rally the Knights. Rocky Mount High with a 11-point victory to win the Big East title. And most importantly for them, they jumped from the 4 seed out of the Big East to the 2 seed with that conference title run. Nash Central will still be the top team come tomorrow afternoon when the playoff brackets are announced. Rocky Mount High will be 2, Northern Nash 3, and Fike's now a wild card. One of the things that I think you and I who have seen enough of Griffons basketball understand just how good Kiana Spivey is. Scored 19 points tonight in the victory, and kind of basically, and I'm sure you've noticed this, how well she plays dictates how well Rocky Mount High plays. In the first quarter, Northern Nash did a great job of getting Kiana Spivey away from the block, away from the post, away from the basket. And she would catch the ball in the corner, she'd catch the ball near the sidelines, and just kind of in awkward positions. But in the second, third quarter, fourth quarter, she'd get the ball into much better positions. She'd start scoring that, open up the offense for everybody else scoring. And Pam Gainey called it, just one of the better performances Rocky Mount High has had in recent weeks. So that is certainly a positive moving forward. And you were there on Wednesday night when they played Nash Central. Do we think that the way they played this week, is that sustainable for them looking ahead to next week in the playoffs?
I think so, just based on the way that Spivey has been playing, and she's shown a little bit more the past couple games that I've seen her, able to handle the ball, able to score from kind of that 10 to 15 foot range. The big first quarter for them against Nash Central was because they made 4 threes, and they didn't make any the rest of the game, and you saw Nash Central start to get back into the game when Rocky Mount High cooled off. But they've started to kind of get hot at the right time, and pretty much as Spivey goes and the way she's going right now, they got a good chance to make a good little run.
As I mentioned, tomorrow is seeding Saturday. We'll find out all 4 classifications of brackets. Based on rough projections, we're expecting 11 of the 16 teams, 8 girls, 8 guys. So 11 of those teams should make it. Most of them are going to be on the road. But if you had a guess as to which team is going to make the deepest playoffs run, who would you say?
For the boys, the way Southern Nash is playing, they're going to have that home game at first as the 1 seed. You have to like their chances. Robbie Kennedy, the Firebirds coach, was talking to me after the game, and he said that they've kind of found ways to get different big performances from different people every night. One night it's Daywon Wilkins. One night it's Damian Bryant hitting some threes, and tonight it was Chris Lucas and Marquise Wright and Bryant too. So it was 3 guys, but they've really found a nice kind of diversity to their game in recent weeks.
I'll look at the girls' side. I think Nash Central, the fact that they're going to report a 20-2 record, they'll put them in the top 4 to 6 seeds. So I think that obviously is going to bode well for them.
Right.
That being said, Northern Nash plays absolutely tremendous defense. If they stay out of foul trouble, with the experience they have, with the coaching they have, you can never really count out the late nights. But if I had to put my money on somebody to make a deep run, I'm going to say it's Nash Central strictly because I think being at home and being such a high seed, I think Wednesday night was more of an anomaly for them.
I think so too.
Than the actual norm. Well, that being said, we'll be back on Tuesday morning to discuss seeding Saturday and give you a full preview of the first round of action here on the Telegram Sports Channel.